Hello, in this video, we're going to present mini project one. So before we start it, I would like to introduce myself and my group members. My name is Aning Tinen Anadenes, and my group member is Syazwan bin Saleh and Wan Ahmad Nurulwah bin Wan Ansari. So now I pass to Wan Ahmad to explain for interview part.
Thank you for the introduction. So I will continue for first present. So I will present this question 1A. They want to us to create a interview question and give at least one respondent. And based on three questions, which is close-ended, open-ended, and probing questions. So I will continue to my answer and my question that I create. So first one is close-ended question. So close-ended question, I ask them how a customer book their code. So the customer will come to the reservation counter for booking their code to use at the same time. So there is for one method. A second method is some of customer prefer to call to booking their code through phone call. They will tell the time and date after they got the customer service will give them uh, booking number. So after this, question number two is how many customer book your code in a month. So on daily basis, the daily days, they will receive two or three customer booking their code. Daily days, which mean Monday until Friday, and for the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, they will receive six or eight customer to booking their code. So how they manage the badminton court currently? So they say they have two section, which is customer service and court maintenance service. So for customer service, they function to manage the booking and feedback from customer. And for the court maintenance service, they function to make sure their court to use in good condition. So the payment method they use or payment process work they use, customer will pay the code and then the owner will give the invoice. So the customer also can use banknote, which is cash, or online payment, which is DNG or Sarawak Pay. So that's for the close-ended question. For open-ended question, for question number one, I asked them how they think the current method book code they use right now. So they say it's quite difficult to use control reservation when it's weekend days because they receive a lot of customer. So because of that, some customer will tired to handle all the reservations. So that's for the current method they think. So I asking them what the misunderstanding between you and the customer when booking the badminton court. So some of them is the customer suddenly change the date and time to use the code. Second one is the customer cancel their booking code. This make not fair enough for our customer who booking the code through counter reservation, and also this affect their performance on counter reservation because they need to handle the phone call and counter reservation to cancel the booking and change the date. So next one is what I asking the history happened before on their code. So I asked them about the hardest experience they face when they managing reservation. So some of customer become rude and angry when they did not get their booking code. It because the owner got lost their booking number on and how they lose because maybe did not they did not find the booking number on book list. So it was just by customer booking through phone call got more priority than customer booking through counter. So I asking them the last question for close-ended question is, which is, what are some of improvement you would like to see on your badminton court reservation system? So they say they want to have some parity when booking the court, and last one they want to customer book their court 24 hours for performance. So I asking them, but why they want to see this improvement, because they want to provide equal treatment between customer and other code. And last one, they want to increase their performance in managing badminton code reservation, which is customer can booking the code 24 hour. So I asking them the example what they do on managing badminton court. So for they say for the customer service, they handling the booking and complaining from customer. So for maintenance, they say they function to disinfect the court after use. Second one, they repair the court when it's in damaged condition. And last one is they cleaning the code after customer use. So after this, give to Anding for next presentation. Thank you from me.
Back to me. Now, this is part questionnaire. So this is the question, and here is the response. So for the first question is, how was your experience working make a booking for a cosplay to play? So 66.7% telling it's good, and 33.3% uh, the responder says it's great. So we moving on to the next question. What group of customers should target on online reservation website? So on yellow part, which is 3.3%, family, and blue part, 66.7%. So next question. Having online reservation website as an alternative way for customer to make a booking. So 66.67% answer was again, and on second chart 33.3%, which is they say they agree. Moving to next, having online reservation website management. Uh, Having online reservation website making management of the company more efficient. So two out of three say most agree, and 1 out of 3 responders say agree. Now moving on to next. Having online reservation website allow customer to see available code on that day. So 3 out of 3 say most agree. And now we moving on. Having online reservation will of increase the performance of company business. So the responder say they agree, and we moving on to next question. Online reservation website helping customer to book a code quicker. So 2 out of 3 say most agree, and 1 out of 3 say agree. Next, online reservation website no require make an account for a booking record. One responder say most agree. Others say Agree. And lastly, last respondent say natural. And moving on to next question. On a reservation website making easier for customer to booking a code. So 3 of 3 say most agree. And last question. Do you have any idea for feature should we provide for online reservation website? If yes, please state it. So one of our responders said, please add multiple language and currency option features. Now I'm giving to Sajwan to present his part.
So, good evening, madam. So, this is the FTD for our project, which is badminton court reservation system. So, first thing we do is the customer will register to fill information about them, like their ID and then they confirm information, and then after that it will show the schedule for the badminton court and the schedule for when does the badminton court will available or not, and then they can log on and view them. And after that, after they see the schedule when they are available or not, they can reserve the badminton court, and they can select which badminton court they want to reserve, and then they can confirm the reservation. And then after the reservation, they can pay pay money online using uh, using things like uh, debit card or anything like that, and they log on and then they pay money and confirm their pay. Okay, so that's all for my FDD diagram. So this is for the first question, and this is for the second question, which is context diagram. So this is my context diagram. So first, customer will order, not order, will reserve a badminton court and the reservation system, and then they will pay for this process, and they will pay for the payment. If the order is if the badminton court is reserved, it will reject not order reject notice and will give the invoice to the customer. If not, it will pick list from the badminton court, and then if the badminton court is available, it will complete the order. If the badminton court is not available, it has been occupied by other people, and then it will reject notice and giving the invoice to the customer that the the badminton court is not available. And then after complete order, uh, it will cash receipt entry for the accounting and deposit the money, the bank, into the bank. So this is our context diagram.
Now back to me again. So now I'm going to explain task 2, see diagram 0. So on the first one, customer make a booking, fill booking, and then if they decide want to booking, so they're going through this process, pick list, badminton court, and then after completed booking, moving on to create an invoice and go back to customer, and also moving on to account receivable. After that, accuracy table. Moving on to going to prepare an invoice detail as the customer uh, made payment, which is apply the payment, and um, after invoice detail show, the payment detail will be enter into account after apply payment. So it's going to moving on to accounting and bank. So going to accounting, so cash receipt entry, and for bank, which is bank deposit online. So if customer reject the booking, so they will receive a booking reject notice. So I will explain more on task 2, the lower level diagram. So here again, customer making a booking, and after that, customer going to verify the booking. So if he choose to accept the booking, accepted, so he's the customer going to look on schedule, and on schedule is allowed you to see which badminton court is available, and after that go back here if there's any change on schedule. So we go in here code, and we go return again to verify booking for code detail. So if customer reject the booking, so re- rejected booking and prepare for reject notice, and then credit history. So go back to customer and credit status, and that's it. So for create notice function, after verified booking from schedule, and now baby to cut. So now they going after that process, we're going to preparing our code detail. So first one, for sub function, invoice detail, and then after that sending invoice detail to customer account, and customer is going to make a payment process and enter to this payment option. So the customer given two option to make a payment: debit or credit card, or online banking. So if they want to change the payment, so they go back to our payment option and choose other option, which is online banking. Once they decide what payment method they want, so they're going to go to confirm payment. After made a payment, proceed to calculating 3 point. Um, go to go to this process, which is process calculating. So there is going to be two proceed after calculating, which accounting and bank. So go to accounting, and after completing accounting, the data is going to go copy the financial database, and for the bank part, bank part, so there will be a new changes value on their account, customer bank account, and company bank account. So that's all for me. Moving back to one.
So for last is data dictionary report. So this is our data dictionary report. So for number booking, we use is string. So the format we use is XX and NN. So XX mean alphabet and NN is number. So the fleet size we use is 5 and unit description. For the description we use is unique ID. So example I use is AA001 for booking. So for first name we use a first name. The first name type is string data format, and the fleet size we use is 20. Description for first number is a customer first name. So the sample I give you is Syazwan. Last name also string, and the description is about customer last name. So the example I give you is Abdillah. So booking date, data type is float. We use format day, month, and year. So fleet size is 10. So this booking date is describe about booking date to use code from customer or user. So next one is number code. This is string. String, the format used is X and N. So X is alphabet and N is number. So fleet size we use is 3. Number code available and customer want to use the code. So the example we use is A02. So this is a number invoice or no invoice. The data type is string. The data format is XSNN. I already tell you what SNNNN. So fleet size we use is 5 and it was a unique ID. So this invoice we give to customer back. So in this invoice we have customer bank account, customer number bank account for owner code. So this is the example I give you. And last one is and then the number and the amount of pay. So number of pays we use is float. So float, the size we use is 8, and the so this amount pay is about amount payment customer pay for using the code. So this is 20 ringgit I give you. 20 is mean 20 ringgit. So last one is number cash receipt. So this data type we use is string and the data format we use is double X triple N. Fleet size is 5 and unique ID. So the example I give you is BA184. So cash receipt will be sent to accounting number as you saw on context diagram. So I think that's all. So thank you very much for watching our team and have a nice day.